Hello, and welcome to RSA's informational video explaining what will happen when RSA is ready to upgrade your brief record item to an OCLC full-level record. I'm Lisa Shemensky, a cataloging and database coordinator at RSA. In this video, we will look at what libraries currently do to report an item to RSA that lacks a matching record in either workflows or OCLC connection, if your library uses connection, discuss why full-level records are important, cover in detail what happens once RSA is ready to upgrade your brief record to an OCLC full-level record, and what to do if you have questions. When cataloging items, whenever you encounter something that does not have a matching record in either workflows or OCLC connection, RSA asks that you create a brief record in workflows. You can also do this if you have an item where you're unsure of which record is a good fit. Remember, please check workflows first for a matching record, either brief or an OCLC one of any encoding level. If you find a match, do attach to help limit duplicate records. Creating a brief record allows your item to circulate immediately, but also replaces the step of submitting a cataloging request form to RSA to request a full-level record. Essentially, your brief record is your way of letting RSA know that this item needs an OCLC record created. I'm not going to cover the procedure for creating a brief record in this video, but if you have questions regarding how to create a brief record or want to know more about the procedure, please contact the RSA Help Desk to learn more or to request written and video guides. Using brief records as a temporary measure and then overlaying them with full-level ones is super important for a healthy database. The full bibliographic description on an OCLC record will help make the item easier for staff and patrons to find, whether they are searching in workflows or the RSA CAT. Basically, the more data contained within a record, the more pieces of information available for users to search. Also, full bibliographic description allows users to understand what the item is about, helping them decide if they want to check it out or place a hold. In addition, highly descriptive records help users decide between multiple similar items within our database, allowing them to choose an item which best meets their needs. Okay, so what sort of information does RSA include on full-level OCLC records? Full bibliographic description includes, but is not limited to, ISBN, ISSN, UPC, author, title, edition statements, publication information such as publisher, location, their name, and publication year. The physical description of the item, including pagination, runtime, total number of disks, illustrations, etc., etc. A summary statement, bonus feature information, contents notes, and subject and genre headings. The bottom line, we strive to create enriched, detailed records to better serve you and your patrons. In spring 2023, RSA will begin working through a system-wide report of brief records with email addresses in their 592 fields, upgrading these brief records to OCLC records with full bibliographic description. Keep in mind, RSA will upgrade brief records to OCLC records, regardless of if the library that created the brief record is an OCLC member and whether or not that library uses OCLC connection themselves. Basically, if there's a brief record in workflows with an email address in the 592 field, we will upgrade it. RSA catalogers will work through the brief record report oldest to newest based on the date that the brief record was created. We will begin by upgrading brief records created in July 2022 when libraries were first asked to start creating brief records with email addresses when they were unable to find matching records in either workflows or OCLC connection, if your library uses connection, of course. Finally, even though RSA will start brief record cleanup, libraries are asked to continue creating brief records for items without matching records already in workflows or OCLC connection. Remember, creating a brief record is your way of letting RSA know that you need cataloging assistance for an item, so this is ongoing. When RSA is ready to upgrade your brief item to an OCLC record with full bibliographic description, you will receive an email from the RSA Help Desk. That's help@rsanfp.org, at the email address you entered into the 592 field on the brief record. Emailing you from the RSA Help Desk creates a case, which is used to track the upgrade of the brief record and keep communication about the upgrade all in one place. We will use the subject line, "Please read, brief record upgrade," followed by the specific brief record title. Hopefully, this will help you sort through your inbox and easily find messages from RSA catalogers. In the email, the cataloger working with your item will let you know that they have placed a copy level hold on the item so its record can be upgraded to an OCLC record. When the hold is placed, RSA will use the holds comment to enter, "Please send to RSA for cataloging. Thanks." This comment will help staff scanning the items into workflows understand why the item is being sent to RSA. If other staff at your library pull items to fill holds, we suggest that you consider giving them a heads up that this item will be sent to RSA for cataloging, so they understand the hold is not a mistake. Or inform those that fill holds of this process so that there's never any confusion over items in general being sent to the AGIE RSA owning library. In addition, if your library needs additional delivery bins to send items to RSA for cataloging, please email the Rails Delivery Help Desk at railsdelivery@railslibraries.info. Please be aware that after careful consideration, RSA has decided to only accept physical items to upgrade brief records to OCLC records. Based on the RSA experience processing cataloging requests, particularly the backlog over the past several months, the physical item method of submission has 4 clear benefits. 1. It eliminates the extra step of you submitting a cataloging request form when RSA is ready to catalog your brief item on an OCLC record, saving you time and energy. 2. It's easier and less time-consuming on your end than scanning or taking digital photos of the item, then uploading them into a cataloging request form. You also do not risk sending incomplete or unreadable scans or photos if you send the physical item. 3. It's more efficient, avoiding the struggle with incomplete or unreadable images and the resulting back and forth emails with RSA trying to get corrected images or other information about the item. This back and forth only lengthens the amount of time it takes RSA to catalog the brief item on an OCLC record. 4. Finally, the responsibility for sending the item to RSA may not fall solely on you. Other staff at your library may check the pick list and send the item to fill the hold, thus potentially allowing you time to focus on other tasks. Our goal with copy level holds is to be as simple and efficient as possible for both you and RSA. After RSA reaches out about the upgrade and places our copy level hold, here are your next steps. Your library will see a hold for the brief item on your library's pick list, either in your RSA Gmail account or in the Workflows on-shelf items wizard. The hold pickup library will be listed as AGALSPDC, and the user ID will start with D1500. After pulling the item to fill the hold, your library will scan the item into the Workflows Trap Holds or Discharge wizard. Workflows should instruct your library to send the item to the Rails East Peoria office. Please fill out an attached delivery label to the item and fill it out as follows. In the route area, you can leave it blank. In the To field, please write 200 EP. The For section you could leave blank as well. In the From area, write your library's full name. In the Notes Date Due section, if possible, please write care of or attention followed by the RSA cataloger's first name. This step will ensure the item is routed to the appropriate cataloger once it arrives at Rails East Peoria. Finally, circle hold in the Circle 1 area. When that's done, place the item in your outgoing delivery bin. Rails will pick it up on your next regularly scheduled delivery day. Please note, if your library does not want to send your item to RSA, please reply to the help desk case to let us know. RSA will cancel the hold and potentially work with another library to get the item to upgrade the brief record. Once the item arrives at Rails East Peoria and is picked up by the RSA cataloger, they will upgrade its brief record to an OCLC record within 14 business days. Please be aware that the turnaround time begins once the RSA cataloger has the item in hand. The day the item arrives in delivery and the day the RSA cataloger has it in hand may not be the same. To prevent the item from filling holds while it is being cataloged, RSA will check it out to a D1500 account used internally. After RSA upgrades the brief record to an OCLC record, we will do the following. The cataloger working with your item will reply to you from the help desk case to confirm the brief record has been upgraded to an OCLC record. They will discharge the item from Workflows. Depending on what Workflows says to do, the RSA cataloger will either return the item to your library or send it to another library to fill a hold. If upon discharge, Workflow says to route the item to your library, the RSA cataloger will let you know the date they plan to drop the item into delivery. The date you receive the email that the brief item has been upgraded to an OCLC record and the date the item is dropped into delivery may not be the same. If, upon discharge, Workflow says to route the item to another library to fill a hold, the RSA cataloger will let you know they are sending it to fill a hold, along with the date they plan to drop the item into delivery. Once the item arrives in delivery at your library, discharge it and watch the workflow screen to determine if it should be shelved, fill a hold, etc. And huzzah! There's no need to recatalog your item since you did all of that when you originally created the brief record. All checkout statistics, inventory activity, and active holds automatically move with the item from the brief record to the OCLC record. Also, there's no need to edit a change me placeholder to reflect your actual call number and item information, i.e., item ID, home location, item type, item categories 1 through 5, and price. The call number item information you cataloged on the brief record is now attached to the OCLC record. If your library belongs to OCLC, your OCLC holding symbol will be updated on the record in OCLC WorldCat the following month, when RSA runs a batch process to update OCLC holdings. Updating the holding in OCLC WorldCat makes the item visible for WorldShare interlibrary loan requests, if your library uses WorldShare. If your library, however, assign the item category 5 code OCLC exclude to the item when cataloged in workflows, its holding will not be updated in OCLC WorldCat. So thank you for watching RSA's informational video explaining what will happen when RSA is ready to upgrade your brief record item to an OCLC full level record. If you have any questions or suggestions of topics for future videos, please contact the RSA Help Desk by calling us at 866-940-4083 or email us at help@rsanfp.org.